Namaste, guys, and welcome back to Brain Talk. And today, let's talk about the greatest country of all time.
America. Just the name conjures up images, doesn't it? Towering skyscrapers, endless highways, Hollywood blockbusters. It's a name that carries weight, a name that evokes a sense of grandeur and ambition. It's a country often painted as the pinnacle of power, the land of opportunity, the leader of the free world. A place where dreams are said to come true, where anyone can make it if they try hard enough. But is it really the greatest? Like, objectively? Can we measure greatness in a way that everyone would agree on? It's a question that sparks debate, ignites passions, and honestly, makes for some awkward Thanksgiving dinners. Families divided over politics, friends clashing over ideologies. Let's be real, greatest is a loaded word. It carries different meanings for different people. It's subjective, open to interpretation, and depends heavily on who's doing the ranking and what criteria they're using. Economic power, military strength, cultural influence. But there's no denying that the United States holds a unique position on the world stage. Its influence is felt in every corner of the globe. It boasts a potent cocktail of economic might, military muscle, and global influence that's difficult to ignore. From Wall Street to Hollywood, from Silicon Valley to the Pentagon. So how did this whole America on top situation even happen? What were the key moments that propelled it to such heights? Well, it's a story of ambition, innovation, and let's face it, a healthy dose of good fortune, geographically speaking at least. The right resources, the right people, at the right time. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take a deep dive into how America became, for better or worse, the self-proclaimed leader of the free world. A journey through history, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Let's rewind the clock a bit, shall we? Imagine a time when the world was vastly different from what we know today. Back in the 1800s, the United States was still finding its footing. It was a young nation, brimming with ambition but still figuring out its place on the global stage. Sure, it had declared independence and all that, but globally speaking, it was like the awkward teenager at the school dance. Full of potential but yet to hit its stride. The country was rich in resources but needed direction and innovation to harness them. That all changed, however, with the Industrial Revolution. This period was a game changer, transforming the way people lived and worked. America, with its vast resources and entrepreneurial spirit, embraced innovation like a kid in a candy store. The nation was ripe for transformation, and the Industrial Revolution provided the perfect catalyst. Factories sprung up, railroads crisscrossed the nation, and inventions like the telephone and the light bulb changed the game entirely. These advancements not only revolutionized industries but also improved everyday life for countless Americans. By the early 20th century, the US had surpassed Great Britain as the world's leading industrial power. This shift marked a new era of American dominance on the global stage. The economy was booming, and the American dollar was well on its way to becoming the world's reserve currency. This period of rapid growth and innovation laid the foundation for the modern United States, setting the stage for its future as a global superpower. Of course, no conversation about power is complete without mentioning the military. And well, America has never been shy about flexing its military muscles. From the trenches of World War I to the battlefields of World War II, the US emerged as a dominant military force. Today, it boasts the largest military budget in the world, spending more on defense than the next 10 countries combined. Now, whether that's money well spent is a whole other debate for another time, and probably another show entirely. But there's no denying that America's military might play a significant role in its global influence. Let's not forget the role of good old-fashioned geography in all of this. America lucked out in the real estate department. Flanked by the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, it's naturally isolated from many of the world's historical conflicts. This splendid isolation, as some historians call it, allowed the US to develop its economy and military without the constant threat of invasion that plagued other nations. Furthermore, its vast size and diverse landscape provide an abundance of natural resources. From fertile farmland to oil reserves, America has it all. It's like winning the geographical lottery, really. But America's rise to the top isn't just about brute economic and military strength. It's a multifaceted journey that involves a blend of various elements, each contributing to the nation's global standing. It's also about brains, baby. The intellectual capital that the country has amassed over the years is nothing short of extraordinary. The U.S. has long been a magnet for talented immigrants, attracting some of the brightest minds from around the globe. These individuals bring with them a wealth of knowledge and expertise, enriching the American landscape. This influx of talent has fueled groundbreaking research and innovation in everything from medicine to technology. The contributions of these brilliant minds have led to advancements that benefit not just America but the entire world. And let's not forget about soft power. The cultural influence of the United States is a force to be reckoned with. American culture, from Hollywood movies to pop music, has permeated every corner of the globe. These cultural exports shape perceptions and create a shared global experience. It's a form of cultural influence that's arguably just as powerful as any military campaign. The reach of American culture is vast and undeniable. Love it or hate it, there's no escaping the global reach of American culture. It's everywhere, influencing lifestyles, fashion, and even political views. Of course, we can't ignore the less glamorous aspects of America's global involvement. The nation's actions on the world stage have often been controversial. From the Monroe Doctrine to the Cold War, American foreign policy has been characterized by a desire to shape the world in its own image. These policies have had far-reaching consequences. This interventionist approach, often justified in the name of spreading democracy and freedom, has yielded mixed results, to say the least. While some efforts have been successful, others have led to prolonged conflicts and instability. So here we are. America, the economic powerhouse, the military giant, the cultural trendsetter. It's a nation that has achieved remarkable things, from landing on the moon to eradicating diseases. But this rise to the top hasn't been without its costs. America's history is intertwined with darker chapters: slavery, segregation, and the displacement of indigenous populations. Its global interventions have often led to unintended consequences, leaving behind a trail of complex legacies. The question of whether America is truly great depends on how you weigh these triumphs and tragedies, the benefits and the burdens of its immense power. So, is America the greatest country in the world? It's a question with no easy answers. It depends on your definition of greatness, your values, and your perspective. What's undeniable is that the United States has shaped the world in profound ways, for better or for worse. Its story is a complex tapestry woven from threads of innovation, ambition, power, and struggle. Ultimately, whether you view it as a shining beacon on a hill or a flawed empire, the impact and influence of the United States on the world stage are undeniable. And that, my friends, is a conversation worth having. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go find some antacids after all that American history.
Well, that was the video, guys. Do comment below if you think America is the greatest country of all time, and if you think it's another country, do let me know that as well. I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, peace and take care.